On behalf of the great state of Illinois, crossroads of a nation, land of Lincoln, let me express my deepest gratitude for the privilege of addressing this convention. My presence on this stage is pretty unlikely. My father was a foreign student, born and raised in a small village in Kenya. His father, my grandfather, was a cook, a domestic servant to the British. But my grandfather had larger dreams for his son. Through hard work and perseverance, my father got the opportunity to study in a magical place, America. That shone as a beacon of opportunity to so many who had come before. While studying here, my father met my mother. She was born in a town on the other side of the world, in Kansas. Her father worked on oil rigs and farms through most of the Depression. A day after Pearl Harbor, my grandfather joined Patton's army, marched across Europe. Back at home, my grandmother raised a baby and worked on a bomber assembly line. After the war, they studied on the GI Bill, bought a house through FHA, and later moved west to Hawaii in search of opportunity. They too had big dreams for their daughter, a common dream born of two continents. They shared not only an improbable love, they shared an abiding faith on the possibilities of this nation. They would give me an African name, Barack or Blessed, believing that in a tolerant America, your name is no barrier to your success. They imagined me going to the best schools in the nation, even though we weren't rich, because in a generous America, you don't have to be rich to achieve your potential. They're both passed away now, and yet I know they look down on me tonight with great pride. They stand here, and I stand here, grateful for the diversity of my heritage, aware that their dreams live on in my two precious daughters. I stand here knowing that my story is part of a larger American story, that I owe debt to all those who had come before me, and that in no other country in the world is my story even possible. Tonight, we gather to affirm the greatness of our nation, not by the height of our skyscrapers, or the power of our military, or the size of the economy. We are all summed up tonight on a very simple premise, made in a declaration over 200 years ago. That is the true genius of America, a faith in simple dreams, an insistence on small miracles, that we can tuck in our children at night knowing that they are fed and clothed and safe from harm, that we can say what we think, write what we think without hearing a sudden knock on the door, that we can have the idea to start our own business without paying a bribe, that we can participate in the political process without fear of retribution, and that our votes will be counted, at least most of the time. There's another ingredient in the American saga, a belief that we're all connected as one. If there's a child on the south side of Chicago who cannot read, that matters to me, even if that's not my child. If there's a senior citizen out there who cannot pay for their prescription drugs and has to choose between medicine or rent, that makes my life poorer, even if that's not my grandparent. If there's an Arab American family being rounded up without benefit of an attorney or due process, that threatens my civil liberties. It's that fundamental belief that makes this country work. It's what allows us to pursue our individual dreams and yet still come together as one American family. Now, even as we speak, there are those who prepare to divide us. The spin masters, the negative ad peddlers who embrace the politics of anything goes. Well, I say to them tonight, there is not a liberal America and a conservative America. There's the United States of America. There is not a black America, a white America, an Asian America, and a Latino America. There's the United States of America. The pundits like to slice and dice our country into red states and blue states, red for Republicans and blue for Democrats. Well, I have news for them too. We worship an awesome God in the blue states, and we don't like federal agents poking around in our libraries in the red states. We coach Little League in the blue states, and yes, we have gay friends in the red states. We have patriots who supported the Iraq War. We have patriots who opposed the Iraq War. We are all one people, all of us pledging allegiance to the Stars and Stripes, all of us pledging allegiance to the United States of America. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you all.